Hey everybody, this is my very first knitting podcast and I figured I'd start it for this year because I love hearing about what all of you guys are up to and what you've made on your whips and the yarn acquisitions and stuff like that. So I figured I'd start one for myself too. I'm hoping to do this more of a monthly thing. So it's almost the end of February now. It's February 24th and I figured it'd be a really good time to do this podcast because I have one FO, 2 whips, and some yarn acquisitions. So yeah, let's get started. So to start off, I am wearing my first FO, which is the Salty Day sweater. I really like it. I guess I will talk about what I struggled with, what I didn't like about it, because overall I love the sweater, but there are some things about it that I wish I had changed, and I'll go through what I use for the yarn as well. I knit this in a cashmere blend. It's a brand that I bought on AliExpress, so this is what it looks like. It does feel like cashmere and it does say 100% cashmere, so yeah, I'm just gonna say that it is cashmere. But the thing is, the package comes in 6 of these 50-gram balls and it only cost me $30. Because of the price, I'm almost thinking it's cashmere blend and not full cashmere, but I don't know. But yeah, this is what I use. I use this because it's cheap and it feels amazing. It doesn't itch me and it's like the best value ever. So I bought 1 package of this, and 1 package comes with 6, and I used 3 for this sweater. And I held it together with my favorite baby yarn, because apparently I have to treat my skin like a baby. I've used this yarn before for the camisole number 5 in this like dusty green color. That one was 9071, but the one I'm using this time I believe is called Putty, and the number for this one is 1015. It looks like this. The light's just coming into my room right now. Sorry if it's really hard to see, but yeah. It is a superwash merino. I know a lot of people don't like superwash merino, but I personally love superwash merino. I love that it grows and I love how it feels against my skin. I almost never have issues with superwash merino, especially this Babyull line, and I just love it so much. It's like a tried and true yarn, so I always go for this. So these are the 2 yarns that I held together for the sweater. And honestly, it came out amazing. I don't feel like it's itchy at all. It feels great against my skin, and you know how sensitive my skin is. So I would say this is a definite win in terms of yarn selection. So this sweater actually took me a really long time to knit because I was on vacation in Asia while I was knitting this, and it actually took me like 2 months. But in between, I also knitted 2 beanies, and they were brioche beanies. So I don't know, like if I only focused on this sweater, maybe I would have done it faster, but to me, because it took me so long to knit, I was starting to lose interest halfway, and then I really had to force myself to get through the rest of the sweater. Don't get me wrong, it's a really fun knit, but for me, myself, if I lose the momentum in the beginning and I kind of put something aside for too long, I start to lose interest and I don't have that motivation to keep going and to finish it. So when I was kind of finishing half the body, I almost wanted to give up, but I was like, no, we have to get this done because we need to knit something else. So I finished this last Friday and I've already worn it 4 to 5 times within the week. I tend to do that. If I finish something, I need to wear it every day. It's kind of like a kid buying a new sweater or a new shirt and they want to wear it right away. That's me with my knits. So I've worn it a couple times just going out with friends. I actually wore it once going to work, which I think this is actually the perfect sweater for work because it looks pretty dressy, I would say. You could just wear dress pants underneath or like a pencil skirt and I think it would look great. The one thing that I was most worried about with this sweater is that it would pill a lot just because this yarn is so soft, and I had a few friends tell me that too, that they were worried that it would pill, and I don't blame them because I think the same thing. So holding it together with the superwash merino, I was hoping it would kind of reduce that. And if not, I can always just depill it and it would just be like a high maintenance sweater. But after wearing it for 4 to 5 times, it's better than I had imagined, but I can definitely see it going to pill in about a month or so, like if I keep wearing it, but I think that's pretty normal with most sweaters. Like my levitate wrap pills like crazy, and yesterday I wore it to work and I was so annoyed by the pilling that I just spent 15 minutes trying to like cut off all of the pills, which I don't think I should do that, but I should probably use like an actual shaver. But I started to feel self-conscious wearing a pilling sweater. So yeah, the levitate wrap pills like crazy, and I have a feeling this is gonna end up being the same if I keep wearing it for a month or as much as I have with the levitate wrap. So that is one issue that I find with this combination of yarn. I can see like pieces of like pilling coming up, but it's not too bad. Like honestly, it's not bad right now, but I can definitely see it. Like I don't know how, if you can, oh, you can see that against my hair, I think. Yeah, you can definitely see that against my hair. So I know if you hold together something soft with mohair, it helps pilling a lot. But the problem is I don't particularly like mohair, and I wanted this to be a sweater that I can just wear against my skin with no issues at all. That's not to say I won't use mohair anymore, but personally I think if I don't need to use mohair, I would try not to. I'm really happy with how it looks, but I am worried about the maintenance of it. I'll update you guys in the next podcast how I feel about it. For this sweater, I didn't actually meet gauge, and this was my swatch, because you were supposed to swatch like 2x1 or 1x2 ribbing, and also like the ribbing, and I definitely didn't meet gauge, and I knew that. I knew exactly that I was off gauge by a little bit, so I decided to knit the size small instead of the extra small, but I blocked it out to the XS measurements. I do feel like I made this sweater a little bit smaller than I would have liked. Because I didn't meet gauge and I knitted this to a size small, I don't think I was able to block this to a size small measurement. I think I was able to block the body to a size small, but my arms definitely, I feel like I didn't have enough fabric to pull it this way and that way. So I just opted for an extra small finished garment size. I do wish I knitted the sleeves a little bit longer. As you can see, this is bracelet length. Like, this is bracelet length. If you like bracelet length, this is completely fine. Like, I think this is perfect for like people who need to use their hands for cooking. I would never cook in this sweater. I'm just saying, like, if you need your hands to do something, this is like perfect. You can see my watch, right? Like, great. But for me, I like when my sleeves are like halfway past my palm, so I have something to grab onto when I'm like anxious or something like that. It just makes me feel secure. It's like my security blanket. For me, I think this is a little bit short. However, before I finished this sweater, I was super worried about its fit, because it honestly fit like a child-size sweater, and it was like really tiny to the point where my sleeves like ended here, like just past my elbow, and I was getting really, really nervous. But no, it blocked out okay. And I blocked the sleeves exactly to the finished size, so they said 47 centimeters, and that's exactly what I blocked it to. But I think the issue is that the drop shoulder didn't stretch as much as I would have hoped. Because this drop shoulder is not as relaxed and not as dropped, it doesn't add to the sleeve length, so I didn't account for that, and I think I should have blocked the sleeves a little bit longer to a point where it's like this. I think this can be fixed. I'm pretty certain this can be fixed. If I block it again, I definitely think I can make it longer, but that being said, I kind of wish that when I knit it, I just knit this part a little bit longer and then just push this part down. At this point, I don't know if I would redo this. I might just leave it as it is, but I'll let you guys know if I decide to change it up. So this is it. I don't think I have anything else to mention for this sweater, but if you have any questions, leave it down below. I'm happy to answer in case I've missed anything or left anything out. This is what the sweater looks like. I think the length is perfect. Even if I were to crop it a little bit, like if I wear it like this, I think it looks really cute as well. It's just the sleeves. But I think the sleeves can be blocked even longer, so maybe it's okay. So this is the Salty Days sweater, and this is my only finished object because I haven't really knitted that much since coming back from my trip. I'm getting back into it now. You'll see. Let's get into whips. I bought the Noro Madara sake yarn in the last video you guys saw. I did a swatch with this, and look how pretty it is. I am obsessed I decided to do the Puro Cardigan with this by Yamamuro. It looks so nice, and I think the way the cardigan is structured is just so different from the others. I just really like the construction of this pattern and how the raglan in the back goes so far down, which I haven't really seen this with other patterns, and the cardigan V in the front goes pretty low, but at the same time it's like super cropped. So I'm like, okay, this is like a really modern design and I really want to make it. So I decided to make that cardigan with this yarn, and I swatched it, and guess what, guys? I met gauge perfectly. Like, I've never experienced this before other than when I knit with the yarn that they suggest. I'm using exactly the needle size that they recommend, which is 6.5, and I met gauge perfectly, so very excited about that. And I started knitting it. I'm still increasing for the raglan, but yeah, I really like this yarn and how it looks, especially with that pattern, and I'm very excited to be finished with this so I can wear it in the springtime. I've knit this for 1 day. Yeah, this is like 1 day of work. I was just really motivated and excited to start this, so I did, and here it is. Hopefully I'll be able to finish majority of this by the time I do my next podcast. So the next whip that I'm going to talk about is actually from this book. It's the Sandnes Garn 2109, so I guess September 2021, fall 2021. So this is the bag that I am working on right now. It's called the Baguette bag, and it just looks so cute. Like, look at it with a full outfit. Another reason why I decided to make this is because I already own the yarn. And because I already own the yarn, of course I have to make it. So it calls for 2 balls of, or actually no, it calls for 3 skeins of the Mandarin Petit. Okay, my yarn looks like a mess right now, but this is actually 2 skeins. And if you're interested in which one this one is, it's the 6061 color Mandarin Petit. It looks like a, how would you explain this? Like, it's just a navy blue, but it's like a dusty navy blue. I don't really know. I'm not good with colors, guys. I'm actually not good at anything. I have no idea what I'm talking about. Okay, anyway, this is what it looks like so far. I love it. When I saw the photo, I didn't think that it would be this long. Like, is it just me, or do the photos kind of make it look like a tiny bag? Like, I was expecting like this big of a bag, and then I started knitting this. Oh wait, sorry, I started crocheting this, and I was like, wait, this is super big. This is amazing. I can fit so much in here. I'm so excited for this. But yeah, I had to look up crochet stitches again because I haven't crocheted in so long. I actually started with crocheting and then I went to knitting, so crocheting is like the first thing I've ever learned when it comes to yarn. I haven't crocheted in so long, so I couldn't even remember how to do a double crochet and had to look that up. After I figured it out though, this is like a very easy pattern. Like, I don't need the pattern at all. I can basically have it memorized. It's just like the first line, I was like, what's happening? What's going on? Why is this so hard? But afterwards, yeah, no, it was like pretty easy to catch on, and I don't really need a pattern for this. I love when patterns are like that, where you just don't need to rely on looking at anything and you can kind of just knit it on the go. And yeah, I bring this with me everywhere. Like, I bring it on the go train, I bring it, wait, that's the only place I go. I only go to work, so yeah, okay, never mind, I only go to work. So yeah, I bring it to on the train with me. I think crocheting on the train is easier than knitting on the train, because with crocheting it's just one hook and then you're like doing one motion at one point, but knitting, especially if you're knitting a big garment, you have to like pull this big cardigan out of your backpack and like start knitting. It's just like a lot. So I find that this is like the perfect go train knitting project. I am almost done. So there's, how many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's like 6 baubles here, or 6 rows of baubles, and I need to get to 9. So I'm almost done, and then I'm thinking of sewing a pouch for the insides, and then sew the zipper on the pouch and the chain on the pouch, and then just like connect it to this knit outer and then use it as a bag. Like, are you kidding me? This is so freaking cute. Yeah, I really like this. So that was the Baguette bag. That is a whip. Okay, now I want to talk about my whip 2B / yarn acquisition. I am so excited about this because I joined my very first test knit, and I am test knitting the Belle Blouse. The Belle Blouse is so cute. When I saw it, I was like, okay, this is iconic. I need it. I need this in my life. I need to make this. I signed up for the test knit, and this is my very first test knit ever. I've never done a test knit before, so please leave comments, tips, anything down below, because I would really appreciate it. So for this pattern, I need to knit it with one fingering for the body and then mohair for the top, and I decided to buy some yarn. So this is the color Yellowmoon in 2122 in Sunday. And then for the top, like this area, you need mohair with it, so I bought the same mohair to go with it. Wait, this matches really well. You know how sometimes the mohair and the yarn, even though they're same exact color, they don't match perfectly? I feel like this one matches fairly well. I guess it's like how they absorb the dye and stuff like that. But yeah, this is gonna be a Belle Blouse. I'm so excited. Oh, I wanted to show you guys this. This is the Amirisu trek that I showed you guys in the last podcast. Look how pretty it is. Gorgeous. So pretty. I did actually consider using this yarn for the test knit, so like this for the Belle Blouse and then this for the top. I think it would look okay too, but I think I have other plans with this yarn. I really want to make a cardigan with this. So I did have a dilemma for a really long time on whether or not to just dedicate one hank to the Belle Blouse and then use the others for something else, but I decided to just buy yarn for the Belle Blouse and then just reserve the 3 hanks for an actual sweater or cardigan, because I don't know what I can do with 700 meters of fingering weight yarn if it's not like a top, and I don't really want a top. Like I don't want to knit a t-shirt or anything like this, so I just decided to reserve it for a cardigan slash sweater. And the reason why I'm showing you guys is because I want to hold it together with the Sisu Superwash, and this is wool and nylon. And I want to hold this together because, okay, just look at it. This is like the perfect combination. Like, you cannot tell me this is not the perfect combination. Oh my god, this is perfect. Yeah, so I want to hold it together with this yarn. The color is 2325. I don't think I'll cast these two on together this month or next month. I think I'll probably do this in April because I have so many whips already, but this is definitely going to become something, and I'm living for like yellow this summer. I don't know what's wrong with me, but I see yellow and I'm like, yes, I need that. Would you call this yellow or orange? Maybe, I don't know. Now I'm thinking about it, I'm like, is this orange or is it yellow? I think it's yellow. I'm pretty sure it's yellow. You guys can let me know, but I feel like this is yellow and this is very similar, so it must be like yellow, right? Or like it's like a yellow orange. I have no idea. I definitely think this looks way more yellow in person. Oh yeah, by the way, all this yarn is from Unit, and I bought it during their Family Day sale. It's like 20% off. I'm just happy to be able to buy yarn on sale because why not? We love saving money. Okay, I think this might be it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. This was my very first podcast. I hope you enjoyed it, and yeah, I'll keep updating you guys on my Instagram if you want more regular updates, so follow me there if you're interested. I will be posting more videos, definitely a video on me knitting and finishing this sweater, so look out for that. But thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.